Inspiration is an excellent software tool for concept mapping and sharing ideas, and it's very easy to use. When you first start using Inspiration, it will present you with a starter screen. This is a good opportunity to access tutorial videos via the Learn to Use button. If you click on it, you will see a large menu of documentation, examples, and training videos to choose from. So I highly recommend giving them all a try. This video will cover diagram basics, so let's choose the Diagram button to get started. Along the bottom of the screen is a menu that allows you to control things like fonts, colors, lines, and zooming. So let's quickly try some of those. You can see that a new Inspiration document has a main idea oval in the middle of the screen by default. Let's just make that main idea oval bigger by clicking on it and then dragging any of the small squares at the corner of the oval. Now we'll go back to our bottom menu and we'll change the size of the font. Note that we can also easily choose a different font and do things like bold, italics, underlining, and changing the color of the text is easy as well. If we want to change the color of the main idea oval or its border, look for the small color tubes at the end of the bottom menu. Just click on them to choose different colors for either the oval or its border. We can also use the line thickness control to change the thickness of the border. So now that we know how to control the appearance of individual shapes and text, it's time to start building our concept map. Let's say that we want to build a concept map that describes who you are. So I might choose the title, Who I Am, as the main idea. So we'll just change the text by double-clicking on it, selecting the text, and typing what we want. Now we'll want to add more shapes to our map. There are several ways to do that. One way is to right-click on the current oval. Then choose Copy. Then right-click wherever you want and choose Paste. Note, if you want to get rid of any item, just select it and hit Delete on your keyboard. Another way to add a map shape is to click the Create button at the top menu. And still another way to add a shape is to click whatever shape you want from the Symbols menu. If you look closely, you'll see, for example, that there is a little cloud shape. Clicking it adds that shape to your map. So what I think I will do now is add 5 rounded rectangles to the screen using the Symbols menu. And I'm going to label them. I love sports, I love food, I love my family, I love my friends, and I love technology. Now I want to express in my map that these are the main themes of who I am. So I'm just going to arrange each of them around the central Who I Am oval. And then I'm going to add a bit of contrast by giving them each a slightly different color. Perhaps orange for the first one, green for the second, and so on. Now I want to add some links to my map to express what things are connected. Since all of these loves are expressions of who I am, I'm going to connect them with arrows. Doing so is very easy. If you look closely when you click on any shape, you'll see there are small diamonds around the edges. Just click on a diamond and drag it to the map item you want to connect to. That's it. Now I'll just repeat that for all the other items surrounding who I am. And that's the basics of creating a concept map in Inspiration. Let's take a brief break and we'll look at a more complete map to explore a few more interesting features of inspiration you might find useful. Okay, so here is a more complete concept map that expresses who I am. The first tip is that you can move many map items at once by selecting them together. Suppose I'd like to move this whole I Love Food section a bit farther away. So I will drag the cursor over top them all to select them, then drag them together to the new location. The second tip is setting defaults and using rapid fire to conveniently add matching map items. Notice I have not connected anything to I Love Sports, but I would like to state some of the sports here. The first thing to do is click on the I Love Sports rectangle to select it. Then I'm going to go to the bottom of the screen and use the Default button to make the orange rectangle the new default. Now, with the I Love Sports orange rectangle still selected, I'm going to go to the top menu and click Rapid Fire. Now, whenever I type something, such as the different sports I love, and hit return on my keyboard, new orange rectangles connected to the I Love Sports are automatically created. And of course, if I need to, I can click on and drag the new rectangles to wherever I want. The third tip is adding images to your map, and it's very easy. Inspiration has a huge library of photos and art, and you can access them by searching at the bottom of the Symbols palette. So as an example, I'll just type in food, and we can see several good choices pop up. To apply the image to the shape, just click on the shape, then click on the image. As always, you can resize the image as necessary via the small squares at the corner. If you want to add an image from your hard drive, perhaps a photo you have taken yourself, just right-click on the map shape and choose Insert Graphic. Now, choose the image you want, and it will be added in the place of your map item. Then just resize and move as you like. Fourth tip is adding internet links to your map. Again, very easy. Just select the text you want to link, then click the hyperlink button at the top of the page. Now, paste the URL that you want in the Link To field and click OK. That's it. My fifth tip is a very simple one. You can actually label the connection links on your map. Just click on one and begin typing in the box that appears. That will create a label on your map connection link. A sixth tip involves adding notes to your map. Suppose I want to make an extra note regarding my love for coffee. All I have to do is select the coffee rectangle by clicking on it, and then go up to the top menu and click on the Note button. And you'll see a nice note area pops up where you can enter anything you like. So perhaps I'll paste in here, my favorite coffee by far is a Frappuccino. And you can even paste an internet hyperlink if you wish. Notice when you close the note by clicking the X in the corner, there is now a small note symbol next to the coffee rectangle to indicate that there is an extra information note here, and clicking on it reveals that information. A seventh and final tip for you is transferring your map to a word processing document. Once you have saved your map, just click the Transfer button at the top of the page. Now you'll see that Include the Diagram is already selected, but notice that you can also transfer the outline view of your map. Just deselect what you don't want. But I'm going to leave them selected, and then click OK. And you can see that a word processor document version of your map pops up, with the outline view included, which you can save and use to submit to your online course. Now there are several other advanced features that you may want to explore in the menus of Inspiration. By all means, try things out. You can't do any damage. Just choose Undo from the Edit menu if you want to get rid of something. Have fun creating your Inspiration concept maps.